I'm outside here of the Dunkin' Donuts in Times Square area on 42nd. It's right next to a Burger King over here, some fast food. Kind of what I was saying in the other vlog was, even though you have other restaurants here, believe it or not, all these restaurants have had to get their food from the same suppliers, or the same type of suppliers, or the same type of basically it's all processed food now. So even if you're going to decide, oh, I don't want to eat fast food, I want to eat in a restaurant, look what they're serving. Cajun seafood bowl. Well, guess what? They're not making that fresh in the back there. How that comes here is that they order it in a catalog, and it shows up on a truck, and they unload it, it's frozen, and then they throw it in their deep fryer, and they add the seasoning or whatever they want to do to make it their own special flavor. So, in fact, they're trying to figure out where to eat right now, where they want to go. They don't want to go to Burger King, they said. What they don't realize is, no matter where they go, it's going to be Burger King. Hey, these are just the facts, guys. I'm not just making this up. I'm not just making this up. I know this because I grew up in restaurants. I mean, my dad, he was the CFO of one of the largest, fastest growing sit-down restaurants on the West Coast. And so that's where I kind of learned that the whole restaurant game was shifting. And the reason why that's important is because since those sorts of things have happened, obesity rates in the United States have tripled. Well, actually worldwide, but yeah. And since the year 1999, or the year 2000, we had obesity. I'm not talking overweight, because overweight's much higher. But obesity rates in the United States in 1999 were at around 30.5% when people were obese. 18 years later, in 2018, obesity rates skyrocketed to 42.4%. That's very significant. 30% to 42% obesity rates in one 18-year span. Now, what would cause that? What they found is that if you're an adult, man or woman, and you're college educated, that you tended to be overall, you weighed less than those who were not educated. So, and it didn't matter what gender, it didn't matter what race. Just adult males that were educated, adult women that were educated, weighed less than that same, had basically lower obesity rates than those who were not educated. There's one factor. They also said those that had higher incomes was also a factor. So there's another reason. Hold on one second. I gotta text Jedi Joy. All right, I'm back now. So yeah, but then okay. So, anyways, so I grew up in the restaurant industry, so I have a pretty good idea, like, how restaurants got foods, and I kind of know that even in my dad's restaurant, when they started out, that they would do things like make their own, pancake batter, their own stuff, and get from their own suppliers, and then that all got conglomerated by these big food industry tycoons like Cisco and whatnot. And now everything is ordered from those companies. And Cisco supplies, you know, Gordon Ramsay's restaurants as well as Denny's. And so when you're getting those steaks and that food, it's all processed. You're not getting it from the local farmer down the street anymore. You're not getting it from the ranchers. So the case in point is, when you look around, even like Times Square, it's all turned into fast food. You got a Cinnabon over here. It's getting pretty busy. I'm gonna start heading back this way. But you know what? These stands are always pretty good. But the thing is, you see, the same deal. They have got to get their food from the suppliers as well. And it all comes down. What happens is that a shop over here, you know, charges 50 cents less than the shop over there, and the shop over there goes out of business unless they start buying the cheaper products. I know. I make you guys have to listen to all this really, really not fun stuff about food and about health in order for you to get the video of the Times Square. And it's not on purpose. It's just that everywhere I look, everyone is eating. And if everyone is eating and everyone is, you know, kind of waddling as well and being unhealthy, you know, it's hard for me to not to say something. I mean, everywhere I look. And again, these are things that these people were not obese back in the day. Let's go see who everyone's waiting for today. Here's a Dave & Buster's on the strip here. Strip. I'm in Times Square. It kind of feels like the strip, you guys. It's kind of all the same shops. That's what I was saying, that there's not a lot of uniqueness. You know, I mean, you don't need to go to, there's a lot of places where you can see the same things now because everything's been, I guess what they call it, globalized. There's the H&M building up there. Showing off the Pride colors for Pride Month. They've increased patrols on this, I was gonna say the strip, but it's at Times Square because there were some shootings here not too long ago. I did a little video on that earlier. What do we got here? Yeah, looks pretty good over there. All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna go to the madness now. It's very, very warm tonight. It's well over 90 degrees.